Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nadine Al-Quranis Dirman. In this video, I will answer the question in assignment 8 in morphology part 2. My answer is number 1, word structure. Every word may consist of one or more morphemes. A morpheme acts as the smallest linguistic unit that still carries meaning. Combining morphemes allows the language to produce a wide variety of words while preserving logical structure. The overall structure can conclude sentence, clause, frasa, word, or morphemes. Phonemes and syllables are smaller than morphemes, but they don't carry meaning, so they belong to the phonological system, not grammatical structure. And for morpheme are divided in two major types. The first types is types-free morphemes, meaning can stand alone as word with meaning. For example, need, read, suggest, and danger. And the second type type bound morphemes, meaning cannot stand alone and must attach to a root. For example, add ed, s, ion, and prefix or n. For example, need being needed, the lexical category remains a verb but the grammatical function changes to past tense. And the third is affix. Affix are bound morphemes that attach to roots of action, may change meaning, grammatical function, or lexical category. Affix based on form. Prefix attached at the beginning. For example, re plus write being rewrite, meaning becomes repeat action. For suffix, attached at the end. For example, sing plus r being singer, verb changes into noun. And third, circumfix, prefix and suffix attach simultaneously. For example, m plus power plus man being empowerment. And next, affix based on function. Derivational affix used to create new words and often change part of speech. For example, happy plus ness, happiness. Add grammatical information without changing lexical class. For example, read plus s being reads, being present tense marker. Number 2, yes, I agree that morpheme may contain syntactical and grammatical function. A morpheme is the smallest meaningful unit of language that not only carries meaning but also show how words behave grammatical and syntactically in a sentence. A grammatical function refers to the way a morpheme marks grammatical categories such as tense, number, case, or degree. For example, the morpheme s in cats indicates plurality and ed in plate indicates past tense. These morphemes don't change the word class but show its grammatical role with the sentence. While a syntactical function, on the other hand, relates to how a word or phrase function within a sentence structure, such as acting as a subject, predicate, modifier. Some morphemes influence syntactical function by changing a word's category. For example, the suffix ly in kick being kickly changes an adjective in adverb, affecting how it functions syntactically, while the prefix un in happy being unhappy modifies the meaning but keeps the same syntactical rules. Number 3, inflection is one of the main processes in morphology that deals with the modification of word forms to express different grammatical categories without changing the basic meaning or the lexical class of the word. In other words, if inflection changes the form of a word but does not create a new word, its purpose is to make the word grammatically appropriate according to the rules and syntax and grammar in a sentence. In linguistic study, inflection mainly occurs in the grammatical area of language, especially in morphology, where words are modified to indicate categories. For example, nouns inflection from book being books. The morpheme s show plural number indicating more than one book. Number 4. Word formation refers to the process of creating or form a new words in a language. According to Blake, productive word formation means the process that are frequently used to produce new words. In English, the two most common productive word formation are compounding and derivation. The first, compounding. Compounding combines three morphemes to create new words like greenhouse. 5. Yes, there are high difference. The difference are frequency and productivity. Productive word formation is a process frequently used by language speakers from new words. Conversely, less productive word formation is a process that is rarely or not longer actively used to create new words. For the second, ability to create new words. In productive word formation patterns can be applied to form new words that are still acceptable to the language community. In less productive word formation, these patterns only produce a two exist word and are not easily applied to create many new words. For example, for productive, there are two. The first, compounding, headphone, communication technology, university teaching award, committee member. For derivation, happy being happiness and king being kingdom. For example, in less productive, borrowing, taking word from another language. Blending, combining the beginning and or ending of two words to form a new word. I think it's enough. Thank you very much for your nice attention, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.